What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grand. You're watching Urban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Well, today's nerd news is gonna involve some trailer talk, gonna be some, the box office weekend report, and also, a couple cool movies. So let me first start off with the trailers. The trailers are the most important thing right now because there were a lot last week, and I know I didn't get to talk about all of them, but I'm going to talk about them right now. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Venom trailer. Next one I'm going to talk about is going to be the Jurassic Park, of course, and then third one's going to be the Jessica Jones. I don't know if I want to talk about the Deadpool because I talked about the Deadpool last week, but we'll see. But first with the Venom, you get to see Tom Hardy finally in the Venom movie, and there wasn't much to it. It was definitely intriguing. There was some very mysterious. I see they're trying to go for the horror vibe, but other than that, there wasn't too much that was given to it. You see he's a reporter. You see there's this group, I forget, it was in his book written, explosions, him falling into the water. Next thing you know, he's in an MRI. And the major thing to come out of this is a hashtag. Because going on with the hashtag, I'm going to say hashtag 116. And it goes a little something like this. Check it out, yo. Check out hashtag Venom 116. Y'all see what I'm talking about, yo. Which just don't go good for you. Hashtag Venom 116. When you step on a Lego, hashtag Venom 116. Y'all see what I'm talking about. But I know I look a little crazy, but yo, like I said, look up hashtag Venom 116. But other than that, the trailer, you get to see when he's doing that little crazy spazzing out thing. There's that Venom, some black thing coming up through his veins. And that's the Venom suit. They give us, this was all a teaser too. So it wasn't like it was a full trailer. It's a teaser, so I'm figuring probably in May, I'm probably going to get a full trailer. And then we're going to get to see the Venom suit. Because we got to see the Venom kind of symbiote kind of thing come in and flourishing like at the end of the trailer, but that was only just the visual. It wasn't actually on him, Tom Hardy. But it was an okay trailer. I'll give it okay. The next trailer, Jurassic Park, definitely a lot more creeper. It had the theme song playing with the little music box, and the Indio rapper, whatever. It's a new made up thing in the Jurassic World, and it's creepy. That thing's in her bedroom. I thought it was a dream, but apparently it's happening. And you got Blue coming back, that saved Chris Pratt the last time, and Chris Pratt's returning the favor. He's gonna be saving Blue along with the rest of the animals or rest of the dinosaurs on the island, because the island's blowing up, yo. It ain't staying. It's just boom goes the dynamite. That's what is going on with the whole island. And I don't know how you're going to save all the dinosaurs, but this is seeming very reminiscent of the Lost World. This whole thing of dinosaurs going to get on the mainland, and it's not going to go good. It's not going to go good. But I'm hoping they go another way with it, as far as what they hinted on with the dinosaurs maybe being used for military use. That would be kind of cool to see. Definitely love to see that, but I don't know. I don't know what they're planning, but I'm hoping it's something like that, because you don't just tease something like that and don't do nothing with it. Because I want to see some dinosaurs with like some Gatling guns or Uzis just strapped to their back, and you run it through minefield like, yo, I want to see some craziness, yo. But then the last, the Jessica Jones, we've got that trailer where she's still brooding. She's in a bar, puts the glass down, breaks it. And the lady's bartender's like, that's the third one tonight. He was like, you're drinking to forget something or remember something? And she was like, trying to be nice isn't gonna get you a better tip. So right off the bat, you already know Jessica Jones still that asshole. Like she just don't care. She don't care about nobody's feelings. And hopefully, it's a little bit like, I did like Jessica Jones, because coming out of Jessica Jones, the one thing that I took away is I found out my new superpower I would always want. I want Killgraves. I wanted to teleport before, or maybe it's a transmission Goku, but no, I don't need to rush somewhere. If you have Killgraves power, everything, just take your time. You want to go to Aruba? You want to go to a plane? Just go to the airport. Ask for first class flight. You get on a first class flight, you go over to Aruba or Hawaii. As soon as you get off, tell them take me to the best hotel. Best hotel. Tell them I want to see the manager. Get the manager. I want the presidential suite. Get the presidential suite. You just do whatever you want. You live like a king. You don't have to worry about nothing. That's how you live. And that's what I took away from Jessica Jones. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Jessica Jones too. Even though I know spoiler alert, Kilgrave didn't quite make it through. So we'll see how this one, like, what's the new villain gonna be. So definitely look forward to seeing that. I'm gonna skip the Deadpool trailer and go to the box office report because, you know, I gotta give that every month. Every time I come back from the weekend, gotta give y'all the box office report. First thing we're gonna talk about: 50 Shades Freed actually made some money, which not surprising, but it didn't make as much as they wanted. But it did make a good amount with $38.8 million coming in for first place. Second place came in with Peter Rabbit, coming in $25 million, which is great for one of those animated movies. Next in third place, we've got 1517 to Paris, where the guys on the, you know, I believe on a train or bus, saved the people, and they had the real actors actually play their parts in the movie. Not hearing too many good things about that movie, but hey, you know what? It's you got to give respect to them. They're not actors, but I don't believe I heard it was the acting. I heard it was like the script and the dialogue in general. So hey, that's not all on them. Next in fourth place, we got Jumanji, still chugging in there, still lasting in there. At this point, they're probably hitting about $400 million domestically. They made $9.8 million, and I think they're closing in on about $800 million worldwide. Or maybe they're already past $800 million. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to check a little bit later. Then we got Greatest Showman, which I saw, and you know what? Like I said, Jumanji, check out the little my little review for that. And if you want, also check out Greatest Showman. Put a little review right there. And yeah, it was good. Greatest Showman made $6.4 million, which is great. I got a little actual music video I made with the song, or a music video that I put the song with or whatever. So if you want to check that out, just check out right there. So then next we got actual nerd news. Nerd news is going to talk. Still in talks is David Benioff and DB Weiss or Weiss. Weiss I like because Weiss is from Dragon Ball Super. If you don't know, you ain't gonna get it. It don't gonna make no sense, but let's call him DB Weiss. And they're actually the ones that the showrunners for Game of Thrones, and they're being hired to create a new series in the Star Wars universe adjacent to Rian Johnson's series or whatever. They're gonna make their own. Everyone's thinking it's gonna be Knights of the Old Republic, which it doesn't have to be Knights of the Old Republic, as long as it's just in the Old Republic, because the Old Republic is when they actually had Sith and Jedi lightsabers fighting just epicness. That's what they had, sort of like the Knights Round Table and all that stuff. Like, that's what the Old Republic was, and that's what we want to see on TV. And if they can get that, probably on the Disney streaming service when they make it, but if they do make something of that epic proportion, I'm signing up. But but that's all I have to say about that. Definitely looking forward to it when I see it. Next on the nerd news, we got three-time Oscar winner. Well, no, not Oscar winner. Three-time Oscar nominee Joaquin Phoenix. Which if you don't know who that is the brother of Mel Gibson in the Science movie. The guy with the bat hit the water. That somehow water hurts these aliens. Which, why would you try and take over a planet that's 75% water? I don't know. But regardless of the fact, yes, he is in talks to play the Joker in the Todd Phillips rendition of The Batman. The new movie that they're going to go. Martin Scorsese was attached to it, but I'm not hearing anything. We're not seeing anything about him anymore. Like, Martin Scorsese was supposed to be producing, but I don't know where he's gone now because he's not in the talks with it. But he's if you don't know who Todd Phillips is, he's the director of War Dogs. If you don't know War Dogs, you know the Hangover trilogy. And the Hangover trilogy, I only really liked the first one. Second one got stupid. Third one, I didn't even bother finishing. I'm just being honest. The third one lost me. Like, I just didn't understand how you keep. It was the same formulaic stuff, and I just didn't care. I stopped caring. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to this. Joaquin Phoenix is he was actually in talks to play Doctor Strange at some point, but he stepped away because, with Marvel, you got to sign up for a multi-picture deal. You got to do the promotions and all that. Joaquin Phoenix doesn't like to do that. He likes to keep things simple, and so this is just a one-off. It's not going to be like a whole built-up, a couple series, or I don't know. Even if they do sign him up for a couple series, I thought he's going to do crazy promotion. But as long as it's a great movie, people will keep signing up and watching a movie. Next, we've got, according to the Wrap, Michael Bay he's being courted to actually direct a movie for Warner Brothers, and the movie they want him to direct is LoBo. So they're to the point where they've actually had him see the script, and then he's taken notes with the script, and then wrote in some notes and gave it to the screenwriter for the Wonder Woman movie. What's the good Jason? I don't know. Jason Futch. I don't even want to say the last name because I might slip up and say something bad. But regardless, it's the guy that wrote the script for Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman was an awesome movie. So, hey, how could this go wrong? How? Because Michael Bay's in it. If Michael Bay's touching this, I don't want none of this. I don't want to get the Transformer stench on Warner Brothers. What are you thinking, bro? Like, I understand he does bring money in. $1 billion, yes. But people are getting smart to this because the last Transformer movie, it was shit. And it didn't make as much money as the other ones. Why? Because people are realizing it is shit. So, don't bother. Why are you going to go for him? If you want to, and he's supposed, LoBo, if you don't know LoBo was DC's answer to Wolverine. He was the crafts guy that doesn't care, badass guy. And now they want it to be the answer to Fox's Deadpool. Which, if you're going to get some humor like that, get someone that does humor great. Michael Bay doesn't do good humor. There's no good humor in any of the Transformers. It's corny humor. It's like, why are you really going that lowball for the humor? If you want someone, you got to go for Taika Waititi, because Thor Ragnarok was the best comedy of 2017. That's all I have to say. It was the best. So go for someone like that. Don't go for Michael Bay. You just don't. It's no point. You're gonna hurt yourself even more. You don't have a track record other than Juan. Sorry, going off a little too. Going with James Wan and then Patty Jenkins. Those are only two good directors that, even Zack Snyder, yes, he was good for the moment, but he's not what DC's trying to deal with now. So why would you bring on someone that just constantly just does the crazy thing that no one really cares about anymore? So whatever, you're gonna do that. I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm hoping maybe this might be Michael Bay's niche and he finds his groove, but my hopes aren't high for it. Next we've got the Deadpool 2, the director. He's David Leitch, who also directed Atomic Blonde, is according to the Hollywood Planet, he's being considered for the Dwayne and Jason Statham spin-off movie for Fast and Furious. Jason Hobbs or Hobbs and Hobbs, I forget what the Jason Statham's name is, whatever, but there was a talk to be a spinoff, and he's being looked at to be the director of the spinoff. And all I can say about that is I'm looking forward to it. I didn't get to see Atomic Blonde. I definitely need to see that. Deadpool 2, it didn't come out yet, but I'm hearing good things about him, and I think it might work. So I'm just gonna do that leap of faith and jump into that thing, because I want to see a good movie with Jason Statham and The Rock. They have good chemistry, and I love them both. Jason Statham, he's my man crush. I ain't gonna front. After I saw the first Transporter, I was like, this my dude. This is my dude. Any movie he's in, I want to see it. But as far as that, I don't know. We'll see. And The Rock always brings it for all the movies, Definitely, all these. He's in so many. They call him the franchise Viagra. So we'll see what he does with this. But hey, that's pretty much my nerd news. So remember to share, tell your friends, tag, tell me, comment down below. If you want to talk to me about some of this, just let me know, because I love to talk about all this stuff. So that's pretty much it. So remember to subscribe, check out the last Nerd News video, check out the playlist of Daily Nerd News, and I will see you guys on the next time. So remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next Daily News.